how to get clients as a service-based business. So I'm going to be using two methods today, and it's going to be one is going to be paid ads, and the other one is going to be organic. So paid ads is more like you using money to get clients, like running ads, and the other one is through organic means. Right, organic is just more like you using content and the rest. So we're going to start with paid ads first, but ideally it is always good to create content, right? And the best performing content, you use it to run ads. But there's a reason why we are starting with running ads first, so you get to understand some certain things. So now, the first thing here is running ads, running lead ads with Facebook offering and getting quotation. So now, that is one of the basics for service-based business. You want consultation. So how do you get consultation? By running or getting leads to that funnel or to your landing page. So running leads or getting leads is what this means is you are trying to get people attention and you are trying to get potential clients. So leads is like, okay, oh, this person seems interested and you are looking for a way to convert them. So now you run an ad to your landing page or to your wait list and say, okay, book a 30-minute call, book a 1 hour call with me. And if those guys successfully book calls, that's a lead. It now depends on how you convert them. So now, one of the first way to get clients using ads is running leads. And if you don't put yourself out there, trust me, no one will know you exist. It's a simple maths, right? So the more you put yourself out there, the more people know you exist, and the more you put yourself out to the people that needs the problems that you solve, the more or the high potential you would get a client. So the second one is running search ads. Yes, so this is Google ads. So now most service-based business are more searchable, meaning I need a moon lawyer, someone that mow my lawn, or someone that will mow my lawn, or I need a tax accountant close to me. I need this, I need that, I need the graphics designer, I need the app developer. These people search, like Google is one of the highest search engine, and not just only Google, ChatGPT now, but we're talking about paid ads, right? So you can run Google ads, especially search ads. So it depends. Not every, especially here in Africa, most persons find it very hard to use Google search ads due to the dollar price. But businesses that have the budget usually do run it and find success with it because people are actually searching, and this is a high converting things because when someone search and they see the ads and they click on it, your website is the only thing between them becoming the leads and you converting them to clients. The next one is running retargeting ads. Yes, so retargeting is more like people who has visited your site or your social media page. You want to retarget them. Now, take for example, now let's say you did a campaign where you posted 30 days posting on your page, and you're consistent with it and you felt like okay, you need to retarget these people with ads. So you can go to Facebook, and retargeting is more like going to there's a place in Facebook where you can say, okay, I need to customer list, a custom list that's okay, people who has visited my business in the last 30 to 90 days. I want to run ads with these people. I want these people to see my ads. So you know their location and you know where they are. So this is very, very important, and you can use Facebook ads to achieve this. Other platform does retargeting, so you need to know how to go about it. But retargeting works a whole lot. Even it doesn't only work for organic content. Even if you've run ad to some certain number of persons, and let's say January they didn't convert, or many of them are promising they'll get back to you, the guy, you don't want to just stress yourself, DM, which is going to be the cheapest way though. But you just feel like okay, you want to just run ads to people, everyone who had seen your ads in January, you want to target them in February. You can actually run a retargeting ads to those set of persons. Though there are technicalities behind it, but these are the way you can get clients using paid ads. So now the next one is promote a free magnet. So what does a free magnet is, or a free lead magnet? What does this mean? Lead magnet is more like you using things to attract your clients, right? You can use a checklist, you can use a price list, you can use a catalog, you can use templates. Take for example, now if you are into finance, you can use a budgeting calculator template to attract clients. If you are into let's say business like us, like website and app development, We can use templates, free template that we know business needs, and you can use it to attract clients. So if you are also, let's say, some big companies that don't want to give out things that are they put their sweat into, they can actually give reviews. There's some business that when they release their yearly review, it is very, very important for that business, right? Because they've done the analytics, they've done it, so people download their year reports, right? So these are ways you can use to get leads. And once these people enter the lead magnet or download these templates, you can now follow up with emails, retargeting, depending on whatever means of marketing you want to use to follow up. So it's very, very important to use lead magnet. The other one is run offer ads, limited slots. So limited slots create urgency. It depends on what you are doing. Not everybody usually discounts, right? But if you are saying, okay, in the next 30 days, we are going to be doing a discount sales, right? Everybody that see this ad will get 50% off. Yeah, you can do it, give scarcity, like, or you like, okay, this particular slot, only 5 persons left, and every other person would be ignored. You get 5 spots left, so you can also actually use that to get clients, right? Then one of my favorites, which is run testimonial or case study ads. It's one of the strategies we use, and this has been working for a very, very long time. Why wouldn't it work? You have someone you've built something for, and you are using it to run ads. You're telling people, I've built this for this person, I can do this for you. There's no brainer to it, right? The only reason why this may not work is if you're running ads to a certain set of persons that want a thing and don't need it. You get where I'm going to. And if you don't have a client, it's not hard. You can look for people around you that won't cost you so much. At least you're looking for your first client. It's not a big deal. You can work with them, telling them that if you build this thing for you, if I build this thing for you, you would give me reviews, testimonials, and I want to use this thing to run ads. So once you can do it, you put as much energy into it and make sure the people or the business that you're going to partner to do this, it's going to be a business that wants, that the industry that wants your solution, don't need that needs it, sorry, not wants your solution like I want it. No, they need it, they can't do without it. So yeah, the next one is look alike audience. So if you've gotten to this stage, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also, if you need a website, we build websites and mobile apps. So to continue, using lookalike audience. Lookalike audience is more like if you have your previous customer database, you can tell Facebook that, okay, I need this set of persons. Say, for example, you have 30 lists, and you tell Facebook, these 30 people, I need more of these people to come to my business. They've not converted, they're just potential audience, right? So you now run your ads and your creatives and you push it out. So now when they see, because these people look like the people that have, purchased from you before, there is, let's say, 50% or even 80% chance of these people converting if everything goes well with your ads and everything. So running a lookalike audience is very good. Facebook does this, but I am not too sure of Google and the rest, right? Because it's been a long time I've done all those ads. So you can check, but I feel they do it. But lookalike was very, very popular with Facebook, and they still do it too now. So now run local ads. So if you are a business, right, and you are physical, meaning you have physical business and you want to get clients, there's no best way than moving around, finding your people, and doing, maybe if you have a show or something. Say for example now you mow laws or you're a plumber and so on. You can use flyers, car stickers, and whatnot, depending on how you want to go about it. You can also offer free services, like, okay, it depends. Like for example, you want to mow someone's lawn, you can actually just go there, do it for free, or do it for a particular percentage, record it, put it online. And if you're a plumber, you can actually you paste your flyers or your stickers on cars around the vicinity that you are close by. Yes, depending on how the environment is, not all areas are allowed, right? So these are one way to do local ads. And if there's a local billboard around you, you can actually put a billboard there. That would be much, much ideal, but sometimes those are expensive. But if people are actually passing there almost every day, There is no harm. Everything that we are saying here is to get your business out there. Then the last but not the least for paid ads is boost high performance reels and shorts. So take for example that you're on Instagram, like I said, whatever works as organic content, you can use ads to amplify it. And most people start conversations in the DM. Doesn't mean they'll finally sell or buy you get in the DM. But at the end of the day, the DMs are sometimes one of the first way to start a conversation. And if there's any need for follow up or anything, there's going to be a link that you give to them and they will check it. So these are the ways you can use paid ads to get clients. And if there's anything I've missed, well, you can suggest it in the comment section below. So now for organic, as a service-based business, you have to join a network or collaborate with complementary business last cross referral. So what does this mean? If you are into, let's say, let me use a hairdresser. An hairdresser would can befriend someone into makeup, can befriend someone into tangile. You see how they all kind of interrelate. So if you have a business, you can partner with friends or potential business that okay, oh, you do gele, if someone asks for makeup, I'm available. Or sometimes did you join community or network whereby one or two persons that have different friends of these services come together. Sometimes you can form a group, sometimes you can join an existing community. But one of the fastest way to get clients within yourself is to create a group or a community that offer indirect services, not like both of you are hairdressers. Sometimes it works, but sometimes you can use the opposite. So take for example, now, even in my own industry, app and web development, there sometimes we get referrals from people who do business registration, right? Or we get clients from people who are into Facebook ads or digital marketing that have agencies, right? So it just depends on who your community is, who your network is, but work with people who can, bring in referrals because of they can't do it and it is part of what the client needs. The second one is build your own community. Yeah, that's one of the fastest way to get client as a service-based business. Yes, not all business have the time to build communities and the rest, but now almost everybody's building a community. I wanted to say lawyers, but there are people that are online as on social media who are lawyers, even construction businesses. Everybody's going social these days, but very important, you know how to present yourself out there. So you can create your own fan base. Say for example, you are a plumber, and every time you go out to do your plumbing services, you take a video, you do a day in my life. What I'm not saying you should start, but whatever you do, you make sure you have a way of showing that you do this, because if you don't show, nobody will show. That's the simple truth. So as much as possible, whatever you do, put yourself out there, right? And put it on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever you want to put it on. So if you know that okay, your fans are cut across different countries, you can put on your YouTube, have this diverse way of reaching people within and beyond your country. If you just want maybe somehow people within your area, Instagram has it good way of doing that, right? So both works. So just pick one channel or pick two channels that works very well for you. But the ideal here is build your own community or join an existing one. Take for example, I think engineers have this community or so where contract, because there's sometimes when all these big clients want to give a contract, they prefer going to a community of trusted people like, okay, there's this contract I want to let it go to the best hands, right? You get all these government contracts and the rest. So it depends on the community that you join. Even medicine and all these things is very, very important, especially when you're a practitioner, right? Or you are offering this service of the thing. So the next thing that you can do is optimize your Google My Business profile. Yeah, you've gone on Google and you search some business and you see some Google My Business, or you see some information about this person, especially physical businesses. Most of us who are online sometimes don't have a physical location, especially those ones that don't do physical, their business is virtual. But if your business is physical, you don't have any reason to run away from this. You need to have, if you don't have a Google My Business profile, immediately you are hearing this or you are done with this video, go and set up a Google My Business profile. So now when you set this up, anybody that is searching within your location would find you. That's one of the fastest way to find you. And if you have good reviews, Google will rank you for those particular keywords or reviews, especially when that your Google My Business is having traction. There are a lot of persons who have gotten business from this. They don't even run ads, don't do anything because of people have used their Google My Business account to get referrals and keep getting referrals through Google My Business. So if you don't have one, go and set one up. So now using local SEO, right? So now we call it local, within meaning blog or keywords. And SEO has gone past search. SEO, you can use Google to do this. You can use social media, TikTok, Instagram. They are now search engines. Even ChatGPT and all this AI chatbots, people are now searching on them. So now you need to have to optimize yourself for these. If there's a blog, you can feature yourself. Like yes, there's some especially people in the bridal world, like let's the fashion and bespoke bridal brands. They use all these Bella Nigeria, all these big Vogue blogs to get clients. So once you get yourself featured there, people are like okay, this person look legit, right? So it's a very very good way to get your business out there. So now ask for reviews and post them everywhere. I know most of us, especially service-based business, usually shy away of asking for reviews, or sometimes get out of pursuing clients for reviews. So before you give that final work, or you give the final work and immediately the person has paid your balance, just ask immediately. Or when you are doing presentation, like okay, your final presentation and the person has seen the work. Okay, how do you think about us? What do you think about us? Send a link and do follow up. If you can't follow up as a CEO, you can assign your personal assistant to do the follow up to collect these reviews. It's not easy, trust me, I know. But having reviews go a long way. Text work, image work better, text plus image work better, video works, text plus image plus video works better. You get, so anyone you can get gets it. So the next one is post client wins and case studies. Most service-based business have used this since time, since when we've started doing businesses. You have a client, you post your wins, you post your case studies, you post how people nowadays are not looking for the final result, they're looking for how you got to the final result, right? If you're a business that can post that, fine. But if you're a business that can't post that, you can post your wins. There's some business that don't even post their wins at all. Their wins are in publications or the product that lawyers they won't show you that, right? But if you're a business that use social media a lot, you can post your wins. Like okay, we help Mr. A move from this to this. If you don't do it, someone else is going to be doing it better than you. That is the truth, and you have to put yourself out there. Nowadays, they say the loudest people are actually the ones that make more money, right? It's not just about being good. You're good, but do people know you are good? So put yourself out there. So now, the second to the last, or I would say the last, is create a simple referral program with your clients. So if you do good work, sometimes it comes organically, while sometimes you just create a system of referrals. Most businesses, service, especially software as a service-based business, they don't sleep on referrals because they know that's one of the best way for people to reach out to them. And you know, especially people who have used your product. People who haven't used your product may not feel it that way, but especially when people that know you, like, oh, I know this guy, I knows what he's doing, right? Referrals would always be the king. There's some business that rely on referral, but sometimes that's not the only strategy you do. So now, every client you meet, make sure that you are dealing with that client in a way that they would refer you to other person. Don't work with a client and you're not professional, you don't give results because that client would not refer you. Rather, he will tell people to stay away from you. You get, so as much as possible, make sure you deliver a good work and you would see the referrals coming in like magic. And also your friends, families can also be people who can help refer you, and you can create a referral system outside your client as well. Sometimes that works, sometimes it just depends, but people who have used you more would definitely refer you faster than any other persons. So now I've listed all these. It's interesting, or you can mix one or two of these together. You can say, okay, I want to start with case study. Like this works for us, and I tell you if you can get this, it would work for you. You can showcase that you did this for someone. It will only just it is only if the people don't really need it or the thing is expensive, right? You take a time. You need to know how long your business converts. So now you can use one of these plus organic, right? Mix them together to run ads. You can talk about your business on social media. That gives, it may take time, but if you don't talk about sales, if you don't talk about what you've done, it's another thing again. You should not make mistake of is what you do to get sales is different from what you do to get views. Views may not give you sales or not translate to sales immediately, but if you do things that would give you sales, like telling people what you do and how you do it, those may not give you views, but will translate to sales. So know what your priorities is in your business. And again, if you have any question, leave it in the comment below. And also, if you have any suggestion that is not here, you can also drop it in the comments. How have you grown your business? How are you getting clients? Don't gatekeep it, because your strategy would always be different. Your client portfolios would always be different. Your processes will always be different from another person. And what or how you are getting clients can help another business person you get. And sometimes people in the same business can still help each other. That's why you have client overflow, or there's a particular client that you guys can't handle. You need another person in your business. So it's more of partnership than competition. Yeah, competition is healthy, right? Depending on the kind of competition, but partnership is also very, very, very much better. So see you on the next post.